everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Allie. If you're new here, hello, welcome back. Hello, if you're new here, wait, I messed up my own intro. My name's Allie. If you're new here, hello. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you guys for being here. It is the start of 2026, so I figured we would do my yearly check-in for TBR. I have physical and Kindle, but we will go through everything that's on my TBR for 2026. You can get a sneak peek of what might be popping up for our reading wrap-ups. So, we'll start with Kindle, so you guys can peek ahead and see what's behind me. Kindle TBR, pretty stacked this year. Let's see. Up first, which I want to read pretty quickly, I have When the Mute Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I have Anthemia, I believe is how you say it, Anthemia by Carrie Lake. We have Hollow by Carolyn Peckham and Susan Valenti, which is like their new series. They are the ones that wrote Zodiac Academy. I have Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. Skin by Nikki Payne. Prima by Sherry Thomas. Taken by Elizabeth Stevens. Trade by Kate C. Wellis. Brood by Claire Kent. And Maya by Nina Saxena. I heard she pronounce her last name, but these 6 are all the rest of the Ellie Hazelwood Kickstarter campaign that I talked about last week. Bait was the one that I really didn't like. So I have these 6 yet to read that I probably at some point will have to force myself to read, because at this point I'm expecting that I'm not going to like any of them. But I do have all 6 of those. I have Sugar by Mia Ballard. On the Wings of Blood, Briar Bolin. I have The Ascended. I have From Tormented Tides. We have Heirs of the Curse. I believe it's Lunaria. I don't know how to say it fully. Lunaria. My neighbors are like decided to fully start like decorating their apartment, and I'm hearing nothing but their dog barking and like hammer pounding on the wall, so I apologize for the audio if it's crazy. Reign of Shadows and Ending and The Right Sign by Nina Arthus. These. A Fate of Wrath and Flame, Smoke and Scar, Blood and Ether, and Avalon Tower. All these guys. And then lastly I have Vicious by V.E. Schwab, Trial of the Sunscreen, The Things We Water by Mariana Zapata, and The Prison Healer. Those are my last ones. So that is everything right now on my Kindle TBR. I think I want to read When the Moon Hatched first, so I already have that up and loaded on my Kindle. When the Moon Hatched, I tried to read like a year or so ago and I DNF'd it, but for whatever reason it's calling to me, so I want to give it another try. So we're gonna try and give When the Moon Hatched a second chance this year, and that just feels, for whatever reason, like what I want to read next Kindle-wise. But on to what everybody cares about and has been looking at, my physical TBR. This is my TBR pile on top of my little shelf here. I don't really know where else to put my TBR. So, the only thing that is not on here, I do have a shelf out in my living room. I mean, I've read probably half of it at this point, but it maybe has 10 or so, like, classics and banned books on it that I haven't gotten to. Those I usually try and read at least once a month, but I personally don't count them on my normal TBR, which for some of you might be a lie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't personally count those as my TBR. I don't know why, I just don't. But I do read them, and they are, some of them, unread. But I don't know. I don't count them. You sue me. We'll just start here and work our way down. I'm probably going to be off screen for most of it, but I'll try my best. We have 1984 by George Orwell. A lot of these I just got for Christmas too. I have Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, which is like sci-fi. And was really recommended to me if I enjoyed all of like Andy Weir's stuff. The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow. This is my last book from Owl Crate. I subscribed to Owl Crate for like 6 months, and I just found I wasn't liking the books they sold. I have them all kind of on a shelf down here that you can't see. They're all like pretty books. I'm just finding the books that they pick, most of them I like 2-starred. I'm not liking the books that they're picking, so I canceled my subscription to that. I did get off the Fairy Loot waitlist at the same time, so I will try Fairy Loot for a while, but it'll be the same thing. If I find that I'm not liking the books that they're sending, I'll cancel it too. But yeah, the book is pretty. All of Owl Crate's books are pretty. I just haven't been liking the books they're picking, so I don't have high hopes for this. I'm assuming I'm not going to like it because I haven't liked anything else, but we do have this. Another one that I want to read pretty soon, The Things God Break by Abigail Owen. This is the second book in a little series. The first one is The Games Gods Play, and I really liked that one. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I think it was like a 4.5 for me, and this is the sequel. Also really cool sprayed edges. And I just haven't read it yet, which I'm surprised because this was a really anticipated read for me. So I'm hoping to read this really soon. Hemlock and Silver, this is also an Owl Crate edition. I have the reverse dust jacket on here right now. I haven't ever read anything by T. Kingfisher, and a lot of people really like them. So this is another one that I'm like, I am scared to read it because I fear I'm not going to like it because I haven't liked anything Owl Crate sent me. But if I'm going to like something, it would probably be this because T. Kingfisher has a pretty big following. I don't know, I haven't read it yet because I'm a little bit scared to. I then have The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown. I know nothing about this book. I just thought the cover was cool. I bought it at an indie store I was at. I refuse to walk into an indie bookstore and not buy anything, and this one just looked really interesting. I haven't even read the back of it. I have zero clue what this is about. And then the lower we get on the piles, the longer these books have been here. I still have books, I'm not kidding, that have been on this same TBR since I started this channel like 3 years ago. I have books that have been sitting here for 3 years unread. We're starting to get into that. We have Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. I think I'm just realizing that I'm not a big fan of Sally Rooney's writing style. As much as people like them and the books they write and their stories, I'm starting to realize that her writing is not for me. So I'm a little bit scared to start it because I know people like this book and I'm just going to be the 1 in 100 people that don't. But this has been here for a hot minute. I have Datings and Dragons by Christy Boyce. Just a cute little contemporary romance that is Dungeons and Dragons based, and I love D&D. I don't physically play D&D right now because none of my friends are in a campaign, but I listen to a lot of podcasts and stuff and very much enjoy D&D, so I'm excited to read this, just haven't gotten to it. This is one that I bought based on vibes and vibes only. This is A Hunger of Thorns by Lily Wilkinson. I just thought the cover was really pretty. Know nothing about it. That's a common theme with me. I don't know anything about most of these books. I just thought they were pretty. One that's been here for a while, The Courting of Bristol Keats by Mary E. Pearson. I believe this is like a romantasy thing, but it's pretty big. I don't know anything about it. I haven't looked at any Goodreads reviews, so I don't know if we'll say it's boring or not, but for whatever reason, I have a gut feeling I'm not gonna like it, and that's why I haven't picked it up, but I don't know. I don't know if I should trust that gut feeling or not. So if you guys have read any of these books we go through, feel free to tell me if you like them and convince me to read them. I have None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. This is, I'm pretty sure, is like a thriller mystery. I have not been on my thriller mystery game in a while. For whatever reason, I have been in a very big slump of thrillers and mysteries, so this has been on here for a while. We have The Ornithologist's Field Guide to Love by India Holton. Don't know anything about it, just thought the cover was pretty. I haven't been subscribed to Book of the Month in about a year, and I still haven't read through all the books I have from them. That's how long these have been here. Then have The Favorites by Lane Fargo, which I feel like gained some popularity, and a lot of people ended up liking it. I think it's more romance and stuff, but I don't know much about it. But it's been here for a hot minute. That is that pile. Moving over to this middle section, we have Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Don't know much about this, but it was recommended to me a lot. Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. Pulitzer Prize winner. Haven't read it, but it's kind of like a classic. It's a little intimidating because it's very large and very small print. I don't know anything about it. Just feel like it's something that I need to read, so grab that. I have The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. I have not read this book since middle school. This was a middle school English book requirement when I was in middle school, high school, and I remember really liking it, and I just have not read it back as an adult, so I picked it up for a reread because I remember really liking it when I was younger. We have Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. I haven't even taken the stickers off it. They put 2 stickers on this book. Why? Why would you put 2 Barnes & Noble exclusive stickers onto one book? And they're gonna stick, aren't they? I don't know why I'm choosing now to try and peel them off. It's not like I'm trying to record anything. Hold for sticker peelage. We have a now sticker-free Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. Stephanie Garber is a hit-or-miss author for me. I hated Caravel, but I loved Once Upon a Broken Heart, and all those, they're right here. Loved them. So a little bit iffy going into this one if I'm actually going to like it. We have Overdue by Stephanie Perkins, which I'm pretty sure is just a contemporary romance. Know nothing about it. I just thought, again, the cover was really cute. so I picked that up. We had The Princess Knight by Kate Jacobs. This was recommended to me during the midst of all of the Night and the Moth and Girl Nights and stuff. This is one of my favorite covers. This cover is stunning. I want more covers that look like this. This is a beautiful cover. Whether or not I like the book will forever stay in my possession because the cover is stunning. This is like contemporary romance. Before it was fully published, it was going to be something on a play of Legally Blonde. It's like Legally Blonde inspired knights, so it's like everybody's telling her she can't be a knight, and she's like, I'm gonna be a knight, and I'm gonna be better than everybody else. And it was a really anticipated read for me, and it still is. I just, for whatever reason, have not picked it up yet. This will definitely get read pretty soon. We had The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I actually like the first 2 chapters of this book a while ago, and I just couldn't get into it, so like I technically DNF'd it, but I wasn't in the mood for it at the time. I'm a very big mood reader. A lot of times when I DNF things, I usually come back to them like a year later and try them again, kind of like how I am with the Moon Hatched. I do want to like give this a full try at some point. I just haven't found the moment where it's calling to me yet. I have Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince still. This is the last Harry Potter book, Harry Potter 6. I read at the beginning, so yeah, a year ago, I started off January of 2025 reading Harry Potter. I had never read Harry Potter before. Lore, I grew up super Christian, so Harry Potter was not allowed in my house because it was magic, and that's like anti-Christianity. Like, I grew up uber religious. So I never read Harry Potter, and I found a really nice condition box set at a thrift store and picked it up, and I read all of them but the last one for whatever reason. This has been sitting here since January of last year now, and I have not finished Harry Potter. So we have randomly the last Harry Potter book, and then again, books that have been sitting here for a couple years. Fable by Adrienne Young. This was a thrifted book. There's a ton of stickers stuff on here. That's been on here for a while. The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. This is a newer buy, but it's just not one that's like super high up on my TBR. I don't expect that I'm going to like this very much. Bloodguard by C.C. Robson. There's a little dust on this book because I've had it for so long and haven't read it, but I feel like I'm not gonna like it. Ace of Spades. This has been here, I think, since I started this channel. This has been here for at least 2 years. Haven't read it. This is like Dark Academia Rivals, and I have to be in the mood for Dark Academia, and I just haven't been. So that's been there for a while. Lastly, way down at the bottom, I have The Half King by Marissa Landers. Know nothing about this book. I just bought it because the cover's cool and it has sprayed edges that are nice. I'm assuming it's romantasy, but I have literally no idea. And then, last but not least, all the way over, I actually took this off of my living room shelf that has, like, classics and stuff. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bront. It's getting the movie and stuff, so it's kind of having its revival. And I have never actually read it, so I took it off of my little classics band bookshelves and put it on my physical TBR so that I remember that I have it and to read it. I have Wuthering Heights. The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. Again, I just haven't been in a mystery thriller. It's been sitting here for a while. The book is kind of like bent. See, it's like bloop, because it's just been sitting here. We have Watermoon by Samantha Soto Yambio. I don't know much about this. I also bought this at an indie store. The cover is really pretty. I'm assuming it's romance, but I have no idea. But it seems really intriguing, and it is one that I want to read pretty soon. And I love the cover. The cover is beautiful. Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman. This series is kind of having its moment at the moment. It's pretty popular. I haven't read it yet, but it seems like something I'd really be into. I don't know if it's necessarily like D&D based, but like it's people of the D&D space are a fan of this book, of this whole series, so I'm really interested in it, and it's something that's pretty high up on my TBR. I want to read this pretty soon. Lessons in Chemistry, Bonnie Garmis. This is a really popular book. A lot of people read this years ago, and I just hadn't. I found this secondhand at a library sale and picked it up, so I have this. I have Hot Wax by ML Rio. I believe this is like mystery thriller or something, but I have no idea. I could be completely wrong. Best-selling author of If We Were Villains, so I'm assuming propulsive father-daughter story infused with rock and roll. So maybe it's not mystery thriller at all. I have literally no clue, but I love the cover, so I have hot wax. We had The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. This is the third book in the Mistborn series. I read the first two last year. It's been 4 months maybe since I finished the second book. It's not super high up on my TBR because these books are really long and like time consuming to read. Mistborn hasn't compelled me enough where I'm like, I gotta know what happens next. I'm just kind of like, I'll find out when I feel like it. I do have this, but I'm sure I'll read it this year. I don't think it'll be in maybe like the first quarter. I have Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. This one I've had for a while, but it's growing on me. It's become one that I want to read more and more. So I'm hoping by like maybe February or so I'll have this one read, but for whatever reason this one's been calling to me recently. We have Arch Enemies. This is the second book to Supernova. This is just very YA, so I have to be in the mood for it. I'm not always in the mood for just a YA superhero book. I like it that it's superheroes. Nobody writes really just superheroes, but Supernova and all, Renegades, that's what it is. Supernova is the third book. Renegades just wasn't super like crazy awesome to me. Scythe has literally been here since I started this channel. And I've had this channel for like 4 years. This, I'm not kidding, has been here this entire time. I still haven't read it yet. Don't know why. YA dystopian. I know people like it. It's always in the background on people's shelves, but I never actually hear people talking about it. So if you've read this, you need to tell me that you liked it so that I get the kick to read it. It's been here for 4 years. Put it out of its misery. We have Where the Dark Still Stands by A.B. Poranek. I bought it because the cover is really cool. Just haven't got to it yet. We have another one that's been here pretty much since the start of the channel, Uprooted by Naomi Novik. Don't know anything about it, just bought it because it looks cool. Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. This one I'm a little apprehensive going into because Chloe Gong for me is kind of like Stephanie Garber where she's 50-50. Sometimes I like her books, sometimes I don't. So I'm just a little apprehensive going into it because it might be something that I just don't like. And then last but not least, we have a book that I genuinely may just donate without ever reading it. We're back. My battery died. Oh, I gotta zoom you in again. Oop, were we like there? I think so. My battery died, but we're back. Where the Rivers Merge by Mary Alice Monroe. This is an arc that I got at one of my indie bookstores. It was for the indie bookstore day. You would go and if you like bought so many books, you got a free arc. But you didn't get to pick. They just were like wrapped up and you got a random arc. So this was my random arc that I received. I know nothing about this book or this author, but it just feels very grandma. It just feels like a very grandma book. I don't know why. Like the back doesn't even really say what this book is about. It's just praise for the author. So I don't know anything. A woman's unbreakable bond with the natural world. I don't know. It just feels like it's gonna be very grandma. So I feel like I might force myself to read it because it's an R. Probably at this point not anymore. I'm sure this has been published because I got this like 6 months ago. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like my vibe. So it's going to sit at the bottom of the pile probably for like a year. I have that. But that, let me turn you a little bit. That is everything on my TBR physically and Kindle-y, ebook-y for 2026. If you have read anything on here, especially something like Scythe and all these ones that have been here since the creation of this channel, tell me your thoughts and feelings and opinions on them. If you didn't like any of these, tell me. Any thoughts and feelings about any of these books, let me know. Is there any specific that you want to see me read right away because they're your favorite? Let me know. I'm open to any thoughts. I am not one that really has a set TBR ever. I just read on vibes. Send me your vibes and maybe I'll read based on them. We have a lot to work on for 2026. I don't think I have any pre-orders right now. I don't think I have anything pre-ordered. There's still a ton of stuff coming out in 2026 that I want to read, so this I'm sure will grow before it gets smaller. This is what we're working on in 2026. Let me know down below your thoughts and feelings on any of these. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you want to follow me anywhere, all my stuff as always will be linked down below. Have a great start to your reading year. I love and appreciate you so much. Please stay safe, and I will see you guys somewhere else on the internet. Bye.